Hey everyone, I have lights flashing in my eyes. I have my new glasses on and they totally reflect. So I am taking my glasses off because I have a nice little bridge across my nose. If you're wondering what that is, they look all sneaky. Things that you may even not like or you're practicing, you can always turn it into something. Stick around to the very end. I'm going to show you what I did with some resin on a little bee. It's so cute. And I'm also going to talk about our flower challenge that's coming up in April. If you want to practice flowers, it's going to be the time to do it. So stick around.
Hey guys, so if you took the bee class, you probably saw that me do this little demonstration, and these are just some random things I did actually during the live that we had, a live Zoom call. And I just want to show you what I do with some of the pieces that I have hanging around. If I'm doing demos, live demos, things like that, you don't want to throw that stuff away because you can always use it somewhere else. So you can see I was practicing some of the flowers. I was demonstrating a couple little bees, and I thought, I'm going to grab my small little 5x7 mat. This is the outside. Inside is, I think, 4.5 by 5.5 or 6.5. Yeah. And I'm just going to frame out. I'm looking at, a way I can take this and just do a sweet little separate framing for sale. So, you don't throw these things away. And this looks really cute cropped out like this. So you can see, obviously, I've got that really big bee up on the top. So I'm just going to cut through this part. And you can see my head's just kind of spinning as to how I want to do this. Once I cut it in half, it's easier. I don't want to get the top of him, so I'm going to lower this one down just a little bit. And you can see I have a little mess up in my painting near the bottom. I'm not sure what that was. I had either got pencil mark or erased something or got some ink down there. So I have an idea for that as well. You could always repurpose in other ways. So I'm going to cut this. I think I'm going to frame it about where I'm looking at it. And I still have my pen mark on the bottom. But I have some extra little bees here that I'm going to toss in here. So now it fits in there pretty good. I might have to adjust it just a little bit more, getting that top portion off. And then I can tape it right on the back. So I usually use double-sided sticky tape. And I'm going to cut this little extra off because I don't want that hanging over the edge. So flip it around again, make sure I've got it in the right spot. I want that bee on the top, right about there. Now if I, whoop, there you go. You can see that beautiful shine that's got in there. Isn't that neat? So once I get it where I want it, I'll flip it over. And then I'm going to use some double-sided sticky tape on the back of this to hold it in place against the mat. So if you've never used double-sided sticky tape, this thing works great. This is actually from a company called Golden State Art, and they have tons of mats, and this is actually where this mat comes from as well. They're pre-cut mats, and they're really good prices. So if you're looking for bulk orders on mats, you can go directly to goldenstateart.com and purchase them in bulk. And they have like the little kits. I've talked about this, I don't know how many times here on my channel, but they have the little kits. So they have the mat, they have the backer board, and they also have the little plastic sleeve. So check them out if you want just a small amount. I think like 25 or so. They actually now sell them on Amazon as well. So I'll leave you guys a link in the description box below for those. And they have all different sizes, 8x10, 5x7, 11x14, most of the standard sizes, and 16x20s. So this is the backing, and I've used the double-sided sticky tape, and look at that. We have a adorable little small original, and I'm going to go ahead and sign it here. Ta-da! See how, so that was just something that I was practicing on doing my live demo, and now I'll be able to utilize that and sell it in my Etsy shop. So let's show you the other one here. And this was done on Yupo paper with alcohol inks. And again, if you missed that class, I have the full tutorial, and this is part of the live demonstration that I did on a Zoom call, and that's included in the class as well. And you can find that on my website at www.kelliechasseffineart.com, and it's also included in the monthly and the yearly subscriptions as well. So let's do this one. I really like having both of the bees in there, but it just, keep turning it different ways, maybe like this. So it's got just a portion of him, because I don't want to have too much on the right hand side, not enough on the left as I'm framing this out. So I could leave him out completely, which looks good too, but I like him kind of peeking out down there in that little bottom corner. And he's a cute little bee. So maybe like this. So again, I'll just take my pencil and I just like to mark my edge. That way I'm not, cutting everything. And now I know I need to come in just a little bit from those lines. Remove that off. Go ahead and take my scissors and cut that. I want to let you guys know I'm using here my document camera. This is kind of a new camera for me, and it's kind of neat because I can actually sit at my computer and view this. I did this actually with my Zoom calls, and if you want to know what a document camera is, they're kind of neat because you could just attach them right to your computer and it just aims straight down, and you can live stream with these as well. I'll leave you a link down below. I'm really liking it. I think it was like $99 on Amazon, and the lighting's not so great during the evening. This is evening time because it's pretty bright and you can actually see my light in there, so I apologize for that. But during the day and stuff, during natural light, it works really well. So I've started using that for some of my lives and my Zoom calls. Actually, one of the number one reasons I started using it was because when I'm videotaping with my iPhone, I run out of space all the time because I'm always taking shots for Instagram and Facebook and little videos of my process. So this one works really good if you're, especially when, like I said, when you're doing little demonstrations and such. The quality is not quite as good if you try to record this on Zoom. But if you record it to your desktop, it usually works pretty good, a little bit better. But it has 1080, and I can't remember what the megapixels are on there. But I'll link all the information for you guys down below in the description box if you want to check it out. So double-sided sticky tape once again. Oh, it also has a little zoom action. You can see where I'm trying to zoom it in on the document camera. It's kind of funny. It's called, what is it called? InSwan, I think. Yep, I just looked at it. It's called InSwan. It's not real tall though, I will say that. So it's good for just up overhead a little bit. You can't go way up on it. It's good for zooming in on smaller projects like what I have here. I actually posted on Instagram where the wind was howling out there. My bird feeder flipped over. All the bird seeds on the ground now. They're happy though, especially the squirrels. They don't have to climb for it anymore. All right, so there he is. I think it's cute. I probably would have liked to have maybe it more on, maybe something else down here on this side, just to even it out a little bit more. But that happens to be where the bee landed, so it's still cute. And the three of them together, I think, are going to make a really cute little set. Three of them. You haven't seen the third one, have you? This is the third one I have. I have one more that I did on a separate piece of paper. Show you that one in a second here. I do have those little plastic sleeves, so I'm just popping that one in a plastic sleeve, and now it's ready to go. You can even put a little sticker on the back, and these sleeves that they have actually have this sticky tape on the back side of it too. So here I am. I didn't like where I had signed it with the pencil, and then I had that little mark down there. So I was like, oh goodness, now I've got a little bit of pencil line in there. I was trying to erase it on the Yupo paper. It doesn't come off so great, even using that little white eraser. So I thought, okay, so what can we do with this? You never throw things away when you can repurpose them. So I have a bunch of those little bees that I had practiced. And so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to try some alcohol. Let's see if I can clean that off. I couldn't. I had already sealed it with some UV spray, which I had totally forgotten about because I did it a long time ago. And so it left, again, another little mark there. So after scrubbing it with some alcohol and making more of a mess there, I decided that, all right, we're going to just cover this little spot up. Giving you guys a little peek inside my mind as an artist. So I'm on a call. As a matter of fact, I was on a live demonstration with the mixed media group while this was happening. And I was watching one of our presenters, and she was using some type of gloss from Ranger, and I didn't know what it was. I haven't ordered it yet, but it made it like it gave it a little bit of a raised texture. And I thought, well, I have UV resin, so let's cut out this little bee, one of my little practice things that I had, and let's grab that UV resin. And I'm doing this while I'm watching her. I happened to have my video camera going here, so I was like, I'm going to grab a little bit of the UV and I'm going to place that bee right here and fill in that little spot that I messed up. So I have them all cut out. I'm going to grab that double-sided sticky tape again, just get a little tiny piece of it. And then attach that to the back, if I can get it off my finger. All right, up on the back and peel off that second part, or the second layer, so that now it's going to stick onto my Yupo paper. And then I want them this way, maybe upright this way. I think like this. There we go. And I left his little wings. I cut around the wings. So voila. Now he's on here. Give him a couple little antennas because I cut them off while I was using my scissors. Whoops. Oh, so we'll give him a couple little legs here. And then I'm going to grab my little UV nail light. Now this little nail light is only 6 watts. I've heard many people before say that, do you have to have like a 50-watt nail light or UV light? And this is the resin I'm using, and I don't. I use a 6 watt. It works fine. The key to it is don't put big thick layers of UV resin when you're doing it. Sometimes if you have too much, it's not going to cure properly. So it takes the light to get there. And again, I have some classes on UV resin as well when I'm making some of the jewelry and little poppers and stuff for your cell phones. This is a great little thing to use it on as well. So I put it on here, and I've done this before. I did a sailboat painting for my dad, our little card, and I filled in the white sailboat with a little bit of UV resin, and it just gave it a little texture, and it lifted it up off the page, which I thought looked really cute on a card. So I'm going to grab my light. I've just put a little bit on here. You don't need a whole lot. And we're going to cure this for probably about 3 minutes. It's anywhere from 60 seconds to up to 3 to 4 minutes usually with my little 6-watt light. Okay, so my 3 minutes has gone by, or 4 minutes. I can't remember what I ended up doing. And you can see he is nice and stiff and hardened, and he just pops right off the page now. I think this is so cute. I'm going to have to do this more. I get really excited when I try new things, only because that's the first time I've actually cut it out and did it. And I made jewelry and stuff with UV resin this way. And I've never just taken the Yupo paper and added it like a mixed media piece. So that was really cool. So thank you to Sharon Harris from the Alcohol Ink Art Group and Mixed Media Group for sharing that and reminding me. I think this is absolutely adorable. I'm thinking now I could even do that on some of the other pieces without him even being cut out. But I like this one because his wings will like tip up a little bit because it's popping actually off the page. So I think that's really cute. All right, so I've got those two, and let me show you the third one that I have here. And again, this was another demo piece, and actually this is on, I think I put this one up here on YouTube. Yes, I did. So I will link that in the description box below for you as well, and I'll put it in the cards up here so you can click on it and take you right to it. So this one's a little bit larger. I'd already signed that one, so I'm going to have to re-sign my signature since it's a larger piece. Trying to figure out where I'm going to cut this one off at. I think right there. Everything seems to be, I could do it this way too and keep my signature in there, but I think I'd rather have them all in that same direction. Yeah, I think I like it upright so they're all the same. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I already did it, but still, for the next time, let me know what you guys think. If I should have done it horizontal instead of vertical, or vertical instead of horizontal. I think we're gonna do that. All right, so we'll just re-sign. So let me again take my pen and or my pencil and just trace around this area again. Ugh, I just got a little bit on there. Let's erase that. There we go. I hate when I ruin my mats. I ruined so many mats. That's why you need to buy them in bulk, or why I need to buy them in bulk. I go through them all the time. I'm always getting watercolor on them, and pencil marks and pen marks and dirt. I'm horrible. That's why I also put my stuff in my plastic sleeves when I'm done. So once I've done it, I've sprayed it or sealed it, whatever medium I'm using. I usually try to keep all of my work in the plastic sleeves, and that way they're protected. And if you have a leak in your house or accidental water, or you just never know. Never know what's going to happen. There we go. We're going to go ahead and I won't show you this. Just do double-sided sticky tape again and make our third piece. All right, so if you watched my video last month, you know that I was talking about doing a flower challenge. I'm going to do a short one, only a 7-day flower challenge. And you can use the hashtag flower challenge KC, and I will give you guys a list. And if you want to print this out, I'll leave you the link in the description box below. And feel free to share it. I'm going to do one on Canva with an image. So if you want to share it with your friends or some other folks that you think might like to do flowers, or even if you're not really keen on flowers, but you like the looks of them, but you don't necessarily like to paint them, I'm going to be sharing a few little tips along the way in my Instagram story. So head over there, check that out. And I would love to have you tag me, and I will hopefully be able to share some of your stories on my Instagram page. I can't wait to see them. All right, you guys. So have a great week and get ready for the flower challenge. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.